Hello and welcome to another Ragged's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. It's about 20 to 9 in the morning, a bit early for a beer if I'm being honest, but I bought this the other week and then someone says that's actually alcohol free beer and I'm thinking, oh, I can drink that, it's not hurting, bit of hair of the dog I suppose. So it's a non-alcoholic wheat beer, Patronus, and it's brewed by Perlenbacher, and on the internet it says it's a brand name dreamt up for Lidl's own brand beers, and brewed according to the German purity law. So, thank you everybody who wished me happy birthday yesterday. Had a great day. Had a great barbecue, had the family around, only a small part of the family obviously. But had a good 6 hours outside drinking and all hiding underneath the gazebo with the curtains shut because it was bloody boiling. So massive carbonation and lacing on this fella. Big head. Put it down a minute. Yeah, so good day. Got a load of beers off the wife, got a Forest shirt, and 80 quid in cash as well. People don't know what to buy me, I think. So today I'm gonna nip up to the local homebrew shop. Well, it's not local, it's like 20 minutes away. But in Ilkeston, creative winemaking, and go there and pick up some couple of kits that I'm after. Yeah, gotta get a couple of kits. Start some brewing off again. Although these kits are only wash kits, i.e. what you use for an air still, or a still spirits or whatever. I'm brewing it and then my mate will run it from his air still. And it saves me the hassle of doing it, because even that's a ball ache at times. I mean, running 4 litres at a time for 2 hours, it's, we'll split the proceeds at the end. But, yeah. So, it's brewing nicely. It's taking a bit of time for it to go down a bit. I'll have to start reviewing it while the head's going down. Yeah, and the weather yesterday, Jesus Christ, it was hot. I mean, we bought a new overhanging parasol for the middle decking area, and it got to a stage when the sun came round at one angle that we had to knock it off. So, massive carbonation and that in there. Typical wheat nose, with I'm sure a hint of tea in the nose. What is it with these bloody alcohol frees that they have tea in it? Or it smells like tea. That dark, malty smell that they get. Right, here goes. It's got like a sweet taste to it, there's a certain sweet, I can't remember the sweet, but that's the vibes I'm getting. Whoa, so I drank loads yesterday, as you would. What did I have? I did a beer review, one of my homebrew lagers, I have reviewed that. And then, no, I didn't do any beer reviews after that. I had a couple of glasses of white wine. And then I had to come off the white wine because the heat was killing me. Dived onto homebrew lager with basically shandy. And it made a nice shandy. The lager's okay. The homebrew stuff is, but it needs to be chilled. That I will say. And it needs to be not drink too much of it in one go. Some beers and lagers, alcohol in general, you can drink plenty of and just keep drinking it. But this, I found after 2 or 3, I think what it was, I had shandies, and then I went on to a normal lager. But the problem was the normal lager, because I'd had the shandy and it was sweet tasting, I couldn't. The normal lager lost its appeal. I think it's just a taste of sugar. So getting wheat from this, getting a little bit of malt, definitely getting a sweetness in the taste. Couldn't tell you what the sweetness is. I have tasted it before, but I can't remember where. And it's too early in the morning. My brain's not totally active just yet. I'm on my second full day of being off, so got today, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then back at work Monday. And although I've had to book Tuesday off because I've got to go somewhere. And so really one day in and another day off. Oh, it breaks the week up, doesn't it? All these lucky buggers that have been furloughed, it's great for them. And the pubs are going to start reopening soon, so that's great news, that is. I might take the strain off all the shops. I might start being able to order some booze from the likes of Waitrose and that. So, gotta say, not bad. You know, it's not the worst alcohol-free I've had. Does the trick. It's taking the... I won't say I've got an hangover this morning, but I can feel it. Definitely feeling the beer. I woke up and downstairs, the house is absolutely baking. Got downstairs and I'm there and I can't breathe because it's so chuffing warm. So I went and put the aircon on. Thank God we've got aircon. You know, it was one expense that was well worth getting. You know, your front room, put aircon on. Winter months, if it's too cold, you can turn the heat element on. Summer months, if it gets too hot, turn the cold air on, and it just makes such a difference. I'd actually like to get it for the beer room just there at the side of me, because it would make doing reviews in the winter much more easier to do. Because at the moment, from about the middle of November to about March, near enough, I'm in the house doing beer reviews in the kitchen. But if I can do them all in the actual beer room, it'd be better. The only other downside to that is obviously the beers are more chilled in the winter months. So whilst it's alright to review chilled lagers and that, it's not really good for porters and stouts to be chilled. Oh. Don't think I'll be doing too many beer reviews today. I don't think my body could do it. I'm getting out later. I'm going to get on that middle decking area just there and maybe go in the hot tub at some stage for an hour. Might as well. Although it looks like I'm going to have to clean it out one of these days. Hot tubs are great, but the water, the best way is to leave it on continuously, because then it never really gets cold, and the hit on your electricity isn't as bad as turning it off when you've used it and then having to warm it back up the next day. Plus, with it being in that gazebo, because the temperature in there is like 40 degrees, it warms the water up anyway, because obviously it's warm. But it also stops it from cooling down too quickly, which is also, a good thing. And the elements can't get to it because the gazebo's taking the hit rather than the hot tub. And the other thing with this, it's got windows either side, but basically it's pretty much private in there. So that's another good thing, you know, stops people nosing over. Oh. So, obviously, it's not alcoholic, so you're not getting that taste of alcohol, but it's reasonably close. I think it was about £1 a bottle, and yeah, powered by Perlenbacher. Weissbier, premium Weissbier, Patronus. I'm actually pretty glad it was alcohol free, to be honest, because it means I can do the review now. And I've got a new review in for today. And something different as well, I've not had before. Probably won't have it again, but you know, that's the... I'm not really a massive fan of alcohol free. I'd rather drink shandy or bloody cola. But I suppose it does give you that. There's a... It's just, to me, that sweetness, is it artificial? I don't know. The sweetness is strange. I mean, oh, it's different. It takes some drinking and all. It's like having a real beer. You can't just neck it. I don't think my taste buds could take it. Oh. So odd, eh? Bloody weather. I mean, let's be fair. If people are still in lockdown, because obviously the pubs don't go back till next week, so all them staff that are furloughed, making the most of the last week of not doing anything before they all go back to work, unless they all go back to work earlier, because they've got to learn new health and safety. I mean, for everybody that's been furloughed all this time, you understand now about social distancing. Everybody who's been out understands. But in pubs, when people have had a beer, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to make people socially distant. I just don't understand. I mean, do you have screens put in so that people can't get too close to other people? And the cost of the screens, you know, there's a cost involved in everything that you do. You look at the supermarkets now, and the amount of screens that are everywhere. I mean, you've lost that, the personal touch is gone because the person's behind a screen. I mean, you can still see them, obviously. Although whoever did Lidl's screens makes me laugh, because it's just like a piece of a piece of wood, 2x1, with some perspex, and they've rammed it down into the corners of the tills, and it looks proper bodge. You go to Lidl and they've got proper screens that have been put up with cuts in, and you think to yourself, at least somebody's actually thought about that. I mean, for a big company to do it cheap and cheerful is hilarious. So, yes, it's an acquired taste, I think. Golden pour, big white head, massive amount of carbonation and lacing. There is a wheat taste to it, and a wheat on the nose. There's also a maltiness on the nose. Smelled like tea at one stage, but it did calm down. A real sweetness to it that can be a bit off-putting, if I'm being honest. So something to note with that. Could I have more than one? No. One is definitely the boat that I would be sailing. Is it nice? Yeah, it's lovely. It's nice, and then the sweetness takes over, which harms it a bit. You can't wolf it down. If you can, my God, you're a better person than me. Out of 5, then, I'm going to give it about 3.6 out of 5. It was okay, but that sweetness was just a little bit too off-putting for me. And that's it for this early morning beer review. And I hope everyone has a great day. I'm going to have a great day, hopefully. And I'm just transferring loads of music onto a little old player I've bought that uses Bluetooth. So I'll put my Bluetooth speaker there, put some tunes on, put the canopy up, sit in the sun, and probably fall asleep and enjoy myself. Whilst not drinking too much, because the wife tonight is her night tonight. So she's going to her mates. Well, I think they are anyway, unless it gets cancelled. But they could always come round here anyway, it wouldn't bother me. But she's going to her mates, and they've got drinks, they've got nibbles, and they're going to have a good chat. Probably get drunk as well. But hey, you know, people have got to get back to normality. And you know, for the first time yesterday, I woke up totally stress-free. Got a little bit of stress during the day, but nothing major. And we had a good barbecue with family. And one of the mates come round, all sitting reasonably, you know, apart. And it felt normal. And with it being so awful these last few months, normal was nice for a change. And yeah, it's nice to get back to normal. Nice to know that your family have lived through this and still living through it, and hopefully will continue to live through it. And we come out the other side and, you know, be better for it. And that's it for this beer review. Before I get all sentimental and start bursting into tears. And I ain't had a proper drink yet, so that's bad. Thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing. See you soon. Stay safe. Cheers.